This is my first video in 2026, 1/2026. This is how that's why I number my videos, so that you can remember. I can tell you, go and look at such and such a video, or ask me a question about it. How it is that democracy is actually a democracy. How do I qualify that this is something like a chain which changes the mentality of the African? How do I qualify to teach this? By showing that it never works. It is like a house of cards, which just a small wind, and it collapses. Look, you find Gachagua out of bitterness, coming out and saying, one term for my king, de facto King Ruto. I'm in Kenya, and so I depend on the security of this country for my own security. And that one is the first thing for a government. And government revolves around the presidency. And the president's power is the same as a king's power. It doesn't matter you are saying, oh, the king of England and the king of Swaziland, but the president of Kenya, nonsense. Ruto is a de facto king. Who's king? You might say, oh, he's not my king. Oh, he's not my king. It's one time. I'm saying, I'm talking to Ruto because he's a youth to me. Actually, Ruto is my youth. In fact, frankly speaking, Ruto is my son, ruling for me, ruling in the stead of me. Because when the Kikuyu were supposed to take me as their king, de facto king, and listen to me, they rejected me badly. They rejected me badly. So I'll do what the Kikuyu say, komonia kanyoni wangede. Yes, I don't know how to interpret that in English, to show them something they cannot go around it. It will catch them by their beards. With this, the second term of President Ruto of Kenya, to win with a majority, regardless of how he gains the majority in 2027. To prove Gachagua and a liar and Professor Matiang'i a fool. That he's a whole professor and he's still telling people, cheating people, that you can actually remove a sitting president with what? That's a nonsense. That shows the blindness of a poor professor called Matiang'i. Blindness, completely. I can forgive Kalonzo Musyoka, who actually, he blackens his hair with Sudan black so that he looks young. He is a grandfather, supposed to be retiring. But let me tell you, politics is so sweet that it is addictive. You can see at 96, how long can I leave this world? I'm doing everything. In fact, when it's the recommended medicine to unclog the brain is 6 drops of iodine. I drink 60. And my sons are very angry with that. They don't understand. And they're saying now, you are committing suicide by that. But you can see, I know what I'm doing. And I've said it before. I know what I'm doing. I'm a doctor. That's why I'm called Dr. Kimathi. Professor Dr. Kimathi. Professor, I have a doctorate. And therefore, I'm not just like Professor Matiang'i, who is a professor, but without a doctrine. I'm a professor with a doctrine. So I have a doctorate with a doctrine which I'm teaching that democracy is a fallacy, young man, elitist Gen Z, who can understand this. It is a fallacy. And I'm using Ruto to demonstrate that. So they are going to the churches. They are going to the churches to talk politics there. So when Gachagua went to Wetima Church, first of all, by the way, those who listen to me, I'm at Kasarani. And Mweki is not far. You cannot, even as at my age, I can walk to the church where Gachagua had gone, and they were kicked out there by Ruto with TearGas. Yeah, because they're talking politics, Bwana. Yes, they're talking politics. Remember what happened with King Solomon when he became the king, when he was very young. And one of the guys, his actually step-brother, because he had done something wrong, he knew he would be killed. And he ran to the Hekel, that is to the temple, and held there, thinking that now he is very safe. And Solomon sent the men and his executioners and told them, hey, That's what he has done. Go cut him down at the temple. And he was cut down at the temple. Gachagua will be cast in the churches that he goes. You, when you see Gachagua in those churches, you say, oh, the Ruto is sinning. No! That he has a precedent. He has a precedent. There is something that had happened like that during the time of King Solomon, following the guy up to the church and cutting him down there. So when he went to Etima, I said, oh, they came and now they TearGas the children there. Oh, didn't you know that he's against the country? When you're against the king, you're against the whole country. And those who are loyal must do that. They don't have to get permission from Rangat or from anybody. They know they are doing the right thing. To gas, pooh, and even shoot the cars at Wetima Church. That is it. And you say, oh, he is wrong. Who is wrong there? It is Gachagua. He's trying to use the children as a shield, just like Zelensky uses the people, his country, to be destroyed by the Europeans. You know, Zelensky, Ukraine, and Russia are actually of the same ethnicity. And Europe don't love them. So they take this jest of a man called Zelensky, and they actually destroy both the two countries to destroy one another. That's how we call this European type, the Murogiwakagogo. That is the bewitcher, I should translate it in English, bewitcher raven. Bewitcher raven. So, my friend, when you hear that Gachagua is coming to your church, you are being used. You are being used how? What the Swahili said. That when two bulls of a buffalo, or when two bull buffaloes fight, it is the grass that dries up. When you make yourself grass, and Gachagua the bull and Ruto the bull are fighting, it is you in the church that will sniff the gas. Yes. You sniff the gas so that you should avoid it. What are you learning in those churches? I want to take you to one, if you understand Kikuyu, to Gelukewanyo Kavi TV, and you'll see a man in the gap saying he left the church because they are very sinful there. I teach the Bible and the Quran, and I cannot have enough time to finish what I would like to say. So this will be past. I'll give it, of course, a title, but it's a continuation. I'll have a continuation with a different title. So let me stop there, and then I'll come back. Thank you very much.